check out our shirt on Teespring.
Hey folks, what's going on? What's going on in the little world? A little curious, not too nosy. I'm going to talk about this movie. They kind of labeled as a science fiction horror movie. It's called M3GAN. It came out in 2023. You can watch M3GAN movie theaters. I saw it for free in the Careers app. It has a huge libraries of movie. If you don't watch commercials every 50 minutes, I just found out you can rent it on YouTube or Prime Videos. The director of this fine movie is Gerard Johnstone. So the movie starts of a young family and their little child driving, and the father's getting kind of annoyed because the kid's playing with this new doll. You can tell the kid is kind of addicted to it. So it's kind of a furry kind of creature. It's run by the app. You can make the thing whatever you want on the app. You can feed it and make it poop, and the kid is getting really into the pooping thing. So the parents got to deal with this, this snowstorm because they're trying to go skating. But at the same time, they're talking about his addiction to this thing because she's always on the iPad. The storm gets really horrible. They decide to park on the side of the road, wait for it, discussing about their daughter and their addiction. So the snowplow plows right into it, and the two parents die. The young girl lives. So the mom of the young child put on her will that her sister would be the guardian if anything happens to her and her husband. But at the same time that her sister never experienced be around kids, she's really she's a working alcoholic. You tell when you when picks up the young girl from the hospital and takes her to her house. Her house is not prepared to have a kid. There's no toys. The only kind of toys she has are collector's items. Keeping the cakes. Don't touch it. The funny thing about it, Anne works at a toy company. All they do is make high-tech toys for kids. And the furry creature the kid was playing before the accident was designed from her aunt. And so later on, having this kid there, the aunt gets this idea to create this doll. It's very, high-tech, everything. If you need it, it has it. So the doll is there designed to help the little girl deal with her parents' death and protect it from, evil things may happen to a child. The more time M3GAN spends with the child, she becomes more human, more jokeable, and more like a best friend than a toy. But the problem was it was never had limits. How far can it go protecting the young girl? And that's one of the things. Also, you kind of learn the company the Anne works with, they're just so rushed to make more M3GANs that they're really test what may happen, what kind of limited. You just can throw things at it, but also at the same time, the Anne uses the little girl as a guinea pig. I believe that the Anne uses her niece as a guinea pig to test M3GAN, and she uses M3GAN to do most of the parent stuff, so there's more free time. That's one of the things they're advertising for. So that parents keep telling the kids to do things over and over. You got M3GAN to do that instead. At the same time, the little girls get really addicted. It's kind of funny that M3GAN kind of really obsessive, overprotective over the little girl. So Anne is way too busy with her career to realize there's an issue going on. There's a lot of red flags going on, and she's kind of ignoring it or doesn't really realize what's happening. I think didn't do much test on it to see how dangerous M3GAN can go. Also, this is like a warning sign because back in the 80s, they thought pills be the answer to everything, and now with improving over the years, we're too liable on them to solve all our problems and do things for us. You watch a lot of science fiction books or movies back in the 50s, they warned about, the machines someday will build and take over us and we become the slaves, kind of like the Matrix. But if I describe this movie, if Chucky is be as high-tech as $1 Million Man, also the movie is kind of like Tube, and later on became Terminator 3. For a movie that came out in January, it's a very decent movie, very dickable. It kind of makes fun of itself in little ways. Also, it could be a warning sign, if IA take over the world. And also, it's a PG-13 movie, so it's not really that violent, no nudity, no robot sex at all. Sorry, kids. So during the killing scenes, you see the beginning, and then kind of shows M3GAN doing her thing, and then it shows the aftermath, what she did to the people. I hope I didn't really talk too much about this movie. I encourage you to watch it. Honestly, it's a decent movie. Not that, gory, like I said earlier. So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, maybe do better next time. Thank you. Bye.